Benjamin Aye, or a former Chief Executive Officer, Emma Minerals Commission, currently advisor on mining to the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Now, Wawa Minerals Commissioner from 2000. And a year Juma Wohosa. Enti, Ebano Minerals Wasema Onim. Said yes, see two Onim. Mr. I am Patrol Memoache.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Oh, boss, I'm sorry, my tree is not good at all.
I know your tree is not good, sir. No problem about that.
Thank you, but my regards to your distinguished listeners.
Good. I hope everything is fine.
I'll speak to you. I'm doing well by grace.
Good. We're most grateful having you this morning on our show.
It is my honor, sir.
You've been with the Minerals Commission since 2000, right? Or even...
I was with the commission for a long time, actually the CEO from 2001 to 2014.
All right, so you were appointed by J. Kufuor through Professor Mills, through John Mahama.
Yes, please.
So you've served under 3 separate administrations.
Yes, please.
Fantastic. Tell me the mandate of the Minerals Commission.
The mandate? Okay.
Yes.
The Minerals Commission originally was created under a PNDC or PNDC law 154, which established a commission essentially to be a technical advisor on mining to the Minister for Lands, or for Mining, Minister for Mining, let me put it that way. And then when the 1992 Constitution came, this was in the 80s, but when the 1992 Constitution came in, it made provision for establishment of a number of natural resource commissions with a mandate to supervise those sectors, recommend policy, and ensure policy is enforced. So that's what the natural resource commissions are supposed to do. So Minerals Commission is to recommend policy on mining and mineral-related matters, and under the direction of the minister to see to enforcement of those policies.
Can you explain better when you say minerals-related matters? What exactly do you mean?
Oh, okay. Mining normally connotes just taking out the mineral.
Okay.
But there are mineral-related activities which start from what we call exploration.
Okay.
That is finding the mineral. Through all the other activities that lead to mining. Indeed, in Ghana, we have even gone beyond just mining to look at how can we add value to the minerals that have been mined, or how can we link mining activities with other sectors of the economy which are not mining directly per se. So all those Minerals Commission has to promote to ensure it leads to national development.
What's the role of the Minerals Commission in the fight against illegal mining in Ghana?
Illegal mining is a big subject on its own. What is the role of Minerals Commission? Minerals Commission first should recommend policy for dealing with it. Now, having done that, it is also the technical advisor, like I said to the minister, that is to say, all the matters that give ministers some discretion. The law requires that he should ask the Minerals Commission for advice on those matters. And then, having done that, to help make sure those get to be done. A classic example is the minister is tasked by the law on behalf of the president to grant all rights for mining activities in Ghana, including exploration, the mining itself, or even dealing in the minerals that you mine. So in all this, the commission is to advise the minister. So when applications are made for mineral rights, the commission will review these applications And when it is convinced that the person or the applicant has technical and financial capacity, then the commission recommends to the minister, who then grants the right. Now, having granted the right, there are conditions and terms required within the law and also by the agreements that are signed, which the applicant, now the license holder, needs to comply with. So the Minerals Commission is to ensure that the license holders comply with these laws. So by and large, that's it. And all other areas where mining is done, the commission is to advise how to do them properly.
So it is the responsibility of the commission to advise the minister or policymakers on how to stop illegal mining.
Yes, that's part of it. Maybe let me go a bit further to even the Minerals Commission a little bit.
Okay.
In that respect, actually prior to 1989, the law did not provide for small-scale mining, particularly of gold. So all small-scale mining of gold up to 1989 was largely illegal by the law. But in 1989, the government passed a law which said if you wanted to do small-scale mining of particularly gold, all you need to do is go to the Minerals Commission and they will help you get a license to be able to do it. In fact, the requirements are far less stringent than the rest of the mineral rights that are granted. So that Ghanaians who it was targeted at can get into small-scale mining. And it was understood that a lot of Ghanaians will not have the capacity and the investors will have. So just to be sure they can also generate their livelihood, it was made easier. Among the things that were done were to set up what we call district offices where mining took place, to help those who are interested in mining to get their licenses and also help them to operate properly. The reality is that over time, the numbers have grown exponentially as far as Ghanaians getting involved in small-scale mining is concerned. But where still, the target was Ghanaians. Government has a responsibility to ensure Ghanaians have livelihood, but not foreigners. Foreigners, if you want to invest, yes, we will welcome you, but it's not government business to use our taxpayers' money to support you. So it was within that context that the small-scale mining sector was set up. So the Minerals Commission is to support Ghanaians to do the right thing in small-scale mining, but foreigners are not allowed in small-scale mining. So the Minerals Commission has tried to work within that frame.
Okay.
I'm sure you are aware that we have quite a number of foreigners who have gotten into it now, and it's one of our big problems.
Okay, so let me cut in and ask you this, knowing very well yourself as the advisor to the Minister on Lands and Natural Resources, knowing exactly that we have a lot of foreigners in our forests, destroying our water bodies, destroying our forests and all. What advice have you personally given to the minister about illegal mining?
Oh, up front, I did say that it's quite a complex situation.
How complex is it?
I'll try to explain.
Okay, try.
Yes. So, from outside, it looks quite simple, but it's quite a complex situation. And it's not a recent happening. It's been there through my days at the commission, through to today.
Okay.
I remember when I was at the Minerals Commission, there was a time looking at the complexity of it and the issues we're facing. I invited the press and I told them, you know what, this challenge, if you leave it to just the Minerals Commission, you leave it to just the minister or just a few stakeholders, we will not be able to handle it.
Why?
We will need to work with it together, all stakeholders on board. So I tried to explain that to them. Interestingly, the next day, there was a banner headline on one of the press which said, Minerals Commission admits failure. And he told me how very simplistic they were. They didn't understand the issues. But the happenings subsequently has gone to confirm what I saw going to happen if we don't work together. And I'll try to explain a bit more.
Okay, try.
The reality is that we are talking about small-scale mining. We call it small-scale mining. But it is big money business. It is big money business. It generates a lot of resources. So instantly attracts people business people and others, actually some of who are all, I'm not sure how to describe them, who don't have any good intention. All they're interested in is their money that they will make out of it, and that's it. They don't care about the country, really, including foreigners, including...
No, who doesn't care about the country? Which people are you talking about?
A range of people. All they care about is the money.
And it is whose responsibility to make sure these people will care about our land and our natural resources. It is whose responsibility?
I would say it is all of us.
Chief, Mr. Aye, when you say all of us, I will beg to differ. I am here as a citizen. As a broadcaster, you are in your office. There are specific state institutions mandated to liaise with the security agencies to make sure illegal mining is curtailed. When you say all of us, you are just boxing all of us together.
Let me explain so you understand.
Explain.
So let's step out of mining a bit, then I'll come back. Just an analogy. I tell people illegal mining is just a manifestation of the general impunity of illegality that has engulfed the country. So its manifestation in mining is the illegal mining. Yesterday I was citing to your producer 2 examples. Let me quickly do that. First, on our roads, the way people drive. Sometimes you wonder, are they crazy people? Don't they understand the import of what they are doing? But sometimes ignorance, they don't even know what they're doing. They ought not to be on the road. So are you therefore suggesting that those doing the illegal mining are ignorant of the fact that they are destroying water bodies? No, there are some like that. There are some who all they care about is themselves. Again, look at those who trade along the road. You walk around streets, most of the streets now, people are not selling across their wall anymore. They run across the pavement you have to walk on. Some have even covered the drains in front of their house. They are selling on the pavement. But there are laws against that. That's exactly the point. So if there are laws against that, and the people we pay every month to execute the authority of the law are not working, why would then you therefore decide to blame everybody? Okay, then get there faster. I'm waiting. Recently, the president asked that they should stakeholder engagement. Now we had 3 of them. The key finding was this, and it just confirms what I've said, that the key finding, the reason why illegal mining is all over the place is a weakness in law enforcement. That was the key finding. And we agree completely with that. The problem is, we all sit back and expect Minerals Commission to go enforce the law in that respect. Minerals Commission has a role to ensure that we all know what is right and what is wrong. But then when it comes to the law enforcement, when somebody is doing illegal mining, they need to bring it to the attention of law enforcers. And once they bring it to them, then it should trigger action, which unfortunately is not happening. So, okay, fantastic point. So you are therefore suggesting that our law enforcement agencies are not cooperating. To a large extent. And they are not doing and they are not doing the right thing. Yes. Okay. So to a large extent. What is the minister doing about it? Let me get to that very quickly. When it came, one of the things I advise minister is, yes, you may attempt to take this on yourself to enforce. You don't have the capacity. You don't have the structures to enforce. So what he decided to do was to go to every regional minister, every regional security council, met every one of them. The DISEX, the RegSex, the minister met every one of them and explained to them, you are the representative of the president here to see to law enforcement. So what we can do to support you is to bring to your attention where there are illegal mining activities. As soon as it comes to our attention, we'll do that.
But you have been with the Minerals Commission for quite a long time. I mean, even before you became the CEO from 2001 under J. Ekufuor. Tell me, are you saying on authority that the security agencies are refusing to actually support the Minerals Commission to stop people from destroying our water bodies and forests? Is that what you're saying?
Well, who else will be doing that law enforcement than the security agency? You know, so the law provides a certain structure, and I think if we go by it would deal with it. The law requires that in every district there should be a district mining committee under the supervision of the BC, the chief executive, local chief executive. So all licenses granted, the copies are sent on the DC. Actually, even before a grant, it is brought to his attention if he has any objections and so on to raise it. And once granted, a copy is brought to him. So the assembly cannot say they don't know who are legal operators. So within the structure of the local mining committee, district mining committee, it is expected that they will help the BCE and the Minerals Commission local officers to manage mining in the area. So anybody else who doesn't have a license and is operating is an illegal operator and can be stopped.
Okay, so Chief, who grants license to mine? Which
the minister is responsible for mine. He alone can grant licenses for mining.
So what is the role of the Minerals Commission supporting the minister to grant or authorize any individual, organization, or group of persons to mine? What's the role of the Minerals Commission in that process?
The Minerals Commission, which will review applications and recommend to the minister to grant if he finds the applicant technically and financially capable.
Fantastic. So the first state institution that we can go to report about illegal mining is the Minerals Commission.
Yes, if you find
fantastic. Fantastic. So if the Minerals Commission, if the Minerals Commission is sleeping on its job, who are we to blame?
Well, maybe you should talk to the Minerals Commission, and they will give you evidence of reports they give you consistently.
All right.
Starting from my day.
Okay.
One of the things we decided to do was we got His Excellency the President, John Mahama, to issue a statement that he was going to hold the DCs personally responsible for illegal mining in their areas. Having said that, then we said, district officers, all reports you have made previously, forget that you ever made any reports. All around there, if you find any illegal mining, send a report to the DC so that no ignorance will be faced. From that day, I can tell you that there are records of reports that they have consistently made. That is ongoing. I want you to talk to the commission. They will give you the records.
No, you see, Chief, let me take you back into history. Sure. You remember in 2004, before the general elections, 2005, after the elections that Kufuor was sworn into office, you know the Mansour Dubia, Manson Kwanta, the areas where illegal mining was just, everybody was virtually involved in illegal mining in that area. You remember?
That's true.
Very good. You then, as the Minerals Commissioner that time, you wrote to Cabinet, I'm sure you remember. And Cabinet that time took a decision that the President of the land, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor, then traveled to Manso. And a statement was made that all the DCs will be sacked. And you remember Kojom Pieni, the then Chief of Staff, with the then National Security Coordinator, Francis Poku, all of them visited the area. Yeah. That is, you remember, right?
Yes.
Good. Number 2, John Dramani Mahama. The Minerals Commission, led by yourself, your good self, pressed upon the president then to issue a statement that the president and the state will hold every single DCE whose district, metropolis, municipality where illegal mining is happening, the president and the state will hold that DCE or MCE responsible. Do you remember?
I remember that.
Fantastic. Why is it not happening this time?
Well, as I told you, I cannot really answer why, because once you recommend and this decision is taken, we ought to implement it. Yes.
No, Chief, you are the advisor to the Minister of State.
Yes.
You are the advisor to the Minister of State.
Sure.
You were once the CEO of the Minerals Commission. Under your watch, you made sure illegal mining was stopped. Why is it that this time, please excuse me, sir, why is it that this time that you are the advisor to the minister, you have not been able to give the minister the needed legal resource to be able to stop illegal mining?
Like I indicated to you, the minister has consciously gone to every regional minister, their security councils and the district security council, and explained it to them.
Explain it to who? Explain it to who?
Hello?
Explain it to the regional ministers?
Yes, he's gone to every regional minister and makes them one-on-one and their security councils and explain to them that, yes, you are in your jurisdiction. You are responsible for enforcement of the law. And so they should take it up and deal with it. One of the reasons, the challenges they have expressed, they have said, was that they don't have the resources to do all of that.
No, what kind of resources? You are the advisor to the minister. There's a minister of state responsible for mines, for lands and natural resources. He is the representative of the president. The regional minister is also a representative of the president. The sector minister goes to the regional minister, sits them down, have a discussion on how to stop illegal mining. These things are not stopping. Have you, as you did during your time, written to cabinet? Have you officially informed the Ghana Police Service? Have you officially informed the National Security? Have you officially informed the Ghana Armed Forces about how people are disrespecting the laws of the land and by extension destroying our water bodies, creating unwanted diseases for us? Have you done that, sir?
I know the minister has done all that you have said.
Oh, so the police are refusing?
Indeed, you would find that he has even taken on himself great resources to sometimes organize security operations when he thinks things are getting out of hand, just to spend a certain signal. Unfortunately, one of the challenges we have is if you don't put it within the regular stream of the security apparatus, then you find that you take a certain group of security guys to the field, they become compromised. That's one of the big challenges we have. That's why I talked about commitment from all of us. Because the number of them have been taken out to the field, in a couple of weeks, they become compromised.
No, but Mr. Ayer, with all due respect to you, sir,
yes.
You have been there before.
Yeah.
That time, I mean in 2003, 2004 and 5, the pluralization of the media was not as we see today. You were able to press upon cabinet, you yourself, and the then Minister of Lands and Natural Resources to make sure that illegal mining came to a halt. Why can't we do what you did now?
You say the challenge is there. If I look at when I was at the commission and today, ignore mining for 1 minute. Look at the country. The escalation in impunity of illegality.
And who has allowed that? Who actually allowed this?
So it cuts across. It's not just mining.
It doesn't cut across, sir. Who is responsible? It doesn't cut across. For example, if I come to work this morning and then I go to talk to my producer, the next 30 minutes, Captain Smart came to remove one camera, send it to my house. Why? I want to do a live show in my house this evening. Management didn't say anything. The next morning I come to work. Mr. Onua will come to the studio. The AC is not here. Where is the air conditioner? Oh, Captain Smart came for it. Oh, okay. Then the next morning I come to work. My microphone, where is the microphone? Oh, Captain Smart sent it to his house yesterday. Then they will not say anything. Do you think that is the right way to manage a broadcaster, a presenter, a worker?
Certainly, but then that goes beyond our remit. So that's the problem. So recognizing that, what can we do within our sector to try to ameliorate? It's not completely toxic. And maybe I should highlight some of those. One of the things we think we should do, at least accommodate the Ghanaians who want to get into mine, let them do it right. That's one dimension. And also ensure somehow we will along the way get a commitment to fight the recalcitrant ones, foreigners or locals as well. So a couple of things are going on. So you see there are two-pronged approach we are adopting. The first one is doing certain policy things to improve the operations of those who must mine our means. The key one is finding areas suitable for them which will not unnecessarily impact negatively other land uses, particularly the water bodies. We think it is the no-no, and in fact the minister has said it's a red zone. Nobody should go there mine. Now it's happening. So what we are doing, and Minerals Commission is spearheading this, is supporting the geological survey to do exploration, to find suitable areas, more suitable areas where small-scale mining can operate. Again, with the support of the large-scale mines, where they do exploration and find deposits which are suitable for small-scale mining, give it to the community to allocate this to Ghanaians who want to mine properly under supervision. Secondly, there are areas we should not mine at all. Water bodies, let me emphasize. Our forests, again, we ought to protect them. Even communities. There are communities people have mined and it is completely wrong. And unfortunately, we have not got enough collaboration to stop this. So there are the pro-proper mining ones which we are promoting just to make sure that happens. And I've said that unless it is viable, we will not have responsible mining. And some of them go around big pits. If it's not viable, they will leave it, they will not reclaim. So we want to be sure that anybody who has started mining will reclaim and so on. So the Commission is doing a lot of that now.
No, but Mr. Aye,
yes, please.
Mr. Aye, I get worried when you go on such tangents. You see, it makes me feel that the people that we pay every month are very irresponsible. You see, we have given mandates to the Minerals Commission. And the Minerals Commission cannot close its eyes and tell us that they do not know the areas where illegal mining is ongoing. They are aware of every single space in this country where illegal mining is happening. They have officers in every region and they have officers in every district. The Minerals Commission is also mandated to work with the various regional ministers and the MMDCs, right?
Yes.
So they cannot tell the entire nation that they do not know, they are not aware of any space in this country where illegal mining is happening.
I agree with you.
You are very good. If you agree with me, then you are talking about collaboration.
No,
What?
yeah.
Please, can I finish? Without due respect to you, sir, can I please finish? You are talking about collaboration.
Yes.
What collaboration is the Minerals Commission looking for? The police are there. When, as a state institution, mandated to deal with a particular situation, you officially write to the IGP that illegal mining is happening at Axim. You think the IGP will refuse to send men there? Or if online now, can you tell me which specific area in this country that yourself, your minister, the Minerals Commission, or your allies have actually written to the police that they have refused to act upon? Can you mention one?
Okay. Let me say, I was going to say earlier, a statement which is sort of my mantra. This illegal mining thing is a national problem. only has local solutions. Why do I say that? We have attempted to deal with it from the national level. It has not worked. We were sending security men from under various operations, call them Operation Alt, Operation Vanguard, whatever. And it doesn't work because unless you have local collaboration, it will not work. They live with the people know them. Sometimes it's the local security apparatus who even give them hints that there will be an operation and so on. So it is true that the Minerals Commission knows virtually all the illegal mining areas. And in each of their local offices, I can assure you they have written to the DC, they communicated to the regional minister.
Mr. Ayer,
yes, please.
Respectfully, you are repeating yourself. Listen, would you agree with me that all the state institutions are sleeping on their jobs? The Environmental Protection Agency, Minerals Commission, and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. You guys are sleeping on your job.
I'm not sure what that means, because if you carry out your mandate to supervise those who are operating, so those who are operating really are the key focus of the Minerals Commission, registered and known. Now you find somebody else who is not registered, licensed, and is operating, he ought to be stopped. So what it is to report to the appropriate agencies to stop them. If they don't stop them, I mean, some have been shot. People have been shot for going to attempt to tell people to stop operating. It is only the security agencies who can stop.
No, but Chief.
So that's why we are saying that we can report. What
Chief.
Report, yes, we can go along and show you this is the spot.
Have you gone to that extent? Have you gone to that extent, showing the security agencies the specific areas where illegal mining is happening? Have you done that?
It is being done at the local level all the time. So long as the security.
No, have you done that? Have you done that?
Oh, it is a regular thing.
No, Chief, you still have not answered.
Local level.
With all due respect, sir.
National level, I'm sure you have heard.
No, you have still not answered my question.
Yes.
Have you, the ministry?
No, me personally.
No. You let me finish.
Yeah.
The you here is in relation to your position.
Sure.
As an advisor to the Minister of State. So when I say you, can I finish, sir?
All the local areas.
No.
That has been done.
This has nothing to do with the local people. If an armed robber is operating in an area, you don't need the consent of the chief to arrest that armed robber.
No,
They what?
It will have to be reported.
No, if you have an armed robber in a community, if you have a terrorist terrorizing innocent people in a particular community, do you require the consent of the chief before you arrest that terrorist?
No, it's not a consent. If you are capable of arresting what is.
So you are now telling us that. So therefore, now listen to this question. You were in this country as the commissioner of the Minerals Commissioner from 2001. You remember after the 2002 Operation Cow Leg at Kumewu, where the Fulani people were disturbing and killing and actually brutalizing farmers in the area. You remember the Operation Cow Leg? You remember? Fantastic. You remember after Operation Cow Leg, some people from the Minerals Commission were interdicted when we got to the fight against illegal mining. You remember?
Over the years, yes.
No, Chief, you remember during your time. I want to take you back to history during your own time, that some officers of the Minerals Commission during your time were interdicted.
Oh, yes.
Why were they interdicted?
I can't remember this particular interview. You're talking to 2005 years. I know over the years we have had to interview.
You said yes. So, but you know over the years, some officers and officials from the Minerals Commission got interdicted.
Yes, I know.
Why were they interdicted? Why were they interdicted?
Various reasons, yes. Wherever an officer goes overboard, we get up an investigation committee, and depending on the outcome, we act on it. So, yes, we interdict officers, and then In fact, recently, ministers instructed transfers of officers and so on because they've been there for too long and so on. So for various reasons, yes, we interdict, we move officers around, we even have dismissed officers sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and your minister, I'm going to ask a very specific question.
Sure.
Yourself and your minister, are you vulnerable? When it comes to the fight against illegal mining, are you vulnerable?
Oh, what exactly do you mean by vulnerable?
You understand the word vulnerability. Are you vulnerable?
I understand. Okay, maybe let me explain it the way I understand it. Vulnerable, let me say that anybody who takes up the fight against illegal mining is vulnerable. Just like I told you, it is big money business.
Okay.
Fact,
so therefore you and the minister, both of you are vulnerable.
Yes, in the sense that yes, you are trying to stop an illegality. Those who are benefiting therefrom certainly won't want you to be there if they can.
So simply put, you do not have the capacity to deal with this menace.
Let me repeat it again. I said it about 20 years ago. I'm going to say it again. If you leave it all to the minister to fight it will not happen.
Chief.
In fact, we got to a point where we got the press, and there was a massive press support to fight this. And we went on.
No,
but
so in simple terms,
the community would encourage it. We start from individual communities who even host these and allow it to happen. They are assemblymen, they are DCs, who are all powerful, they are involved. You sit in a crime, you think you can stop it. I keep saying that having gold is a blessing, but at the same time, it's a threat to us. Because you can mine gold almost anywhere in Ghana if the price is right. But that creates a problem. Two places is just a limited.
Mr. Aye. Mr. Aye.
We need to, at the local level, understand that this is not in our interest. We don't want it. Then we can bring those who are capable to help us to fight it.
So who in the best of your mind is capable to help you?
No, that's why I'm saying you need to bring everybody on board. So
when you say everybody on board, you see, I get worried as a broadcaster talking to you this morning. When you generalize the situation, which has been mandated to certain individuals. Chief, can I respectfully finish? Can I respectfully finish my statement? When you say everybody, it means that you are running away from the core matter we're discussing. Who is the everybody in this discussion?
I thought I explained it. Let me go over it again as much as possible. The Minerals Commission, yes, is to review all applications and recommend to the minister and when granted to supervise. So to start with, any wrongdoing on area granted legally for mining squarely falls on the step of the Minerals Commission. No doubt about that at all. But if you go beyond that, most of the people we are filing illegal miners are not operating on these concessions. Indeed, sometimes they even trespass onto those and fight those who have license. So this is a different ballgame from those who ought to be supervised by the Commission. But I agree with you that Minerals Commission, knowing those who have been granted licenses, they should know those who are operating who don't have licenses because they see them out in the field. And so what should they do? They should bring this to the attention of those who have the capacity to fight illegality. And that's why I bring the security agency.
Chief,
and I'm saying that
you are repeating yourself again.
They will give us a complete list.
No, you are repeating yourself again. You are repeating yourself.
Not stopped there. I'm sure you have heard about it. Operation Halt recently. My minister has asked that it should be fair operation. But you don't know how much money the ministry, the Minerals Commission has put into security operations. Aside what we are asking the regional security operators, the district, from the national level, the minister has promoted finding resources for security swoops to stop the serious ones. And it's gone on for a while. But again, you go and leave. And if the local people don't continue, it just recurs. And you are throwing money down the drain.
Okay, so let me ask you this simple question. Mr. Ayer, let me ask you this simple question. Have you stopped the operation Galam Stop from operating?
Galam Stop was, I think, was stopped markedly. So Galam Stop has not happened for like the last 5 years or so.
No, have you officially, the ministry, you know, we have an interministerial committee, an operations body to deal with illegal mining. You are aware of that?
I'm aware of that.
What has happened to it?
Okay, let me tell you what the mandate of that.
No, what has happened to it? I don't want to know their mandate. What has happened to it?
You understand its mandate, you understand what happened to it.
Their mandate primarily, Mr. Aye, their mandate primarily was to stop illegal mining. Bam.
That was not it. No, that wasn't it.
So tell us.
That's why I said, let me explain to you.
Explain. Tell us.
The interministerial committee was put in place because there was found that the legally mandated institutions were weak in certain respects. So we needed to deal with that. Again, there was an escalation in illegal mining to the extent that it was beyond handling by those institutions. So bring all of them together so that they are under one supervision to halt what was happening there. Whilst we give capacity to the institutions, the mandated institutions to go. So you see that it was bringing the same institutions together, but resorting them. So having done that up to a point, it was decided the mandated institutions should continue their work. And the other institution we had what we call operating vanguard. That was the official security operator under the interministerial of the operating vanguard, which was made up of the soldiers and the police. At the point in time, various reasons, the soldiers pulled out and it was left with the police and so on. At the point in time, it was completely ineffective.
No, can you tell us, you are the advisor to the minister, why did the military pull out?
I told you that our challenge is, if you don't get the local people committed...
No, I want you to be very specific.
Don't you bring from outside.
No, Mr. Aye.
Yes.
I want you to be very specific. You see, I don't know you to be a politician. I know you to be a
politician.
I know you to be a technocrat from 2001. Okay?
Sure.
So I do not want you to sound like a politician who is lost in the forest, but living in his own bedroom. Okay.
Okay.
Why did that? No, sir, with all due respect, why did the military pulled out?
They pulled out because they thought the operations were not effective.
Why was the operations not effective?
Maybe that's a question I would rather...
No, when you are talking about effectiveness...
I know they wrote and said they don't think it's effective.
So if you know, as the advisor to the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, that the military of this country pulled out because the operations was not effective,
yes.
What were the assigned reasons to the ineffectiveness of the operations?
The reason was that the collaboration needed was not forthcoming.
The collaboration was not forthcoming from who? Where?
Within the security apparatus.
So the police were being compromised?
To some extent.
No, Chief. So the police were compromised?
The police in there were compromised.
Okay.
I won't want to put it on the doorstep of the police alone. I've told you that subsequently we have put military security apparatus in place. They've gone out there. When they stayed for a few weeks, some of them became compromised as well.
Who were compromised? You have the National Security, the Ghana Police Service, and the Ghana Army. These are the three state institutions that were put together.
Also went there, some of them, individuals who were sent out there by the military. These are military operations. Operation Hawk was a military operation. They got compromised.
Okay.
Pull them back.
Fantastic.
So we are reassessing. Should we continue doing that?
Beautiful point.
We still go on to say that it must be the local people deciding we don't want this. The MC, the local security apparatus deciding this is not good for our area. Once we are able to do that, then they will not even allow you to start with. So that's where, when I said everybody, it's not just a generic statement. What I'm saying is that at the local level, we're saying that This is not good for us. Until we come to that point, if they think it's good for them, you will come with external forces to displace people. All you need to do is to go away. And then they go back to it.
Mr. Aye.
So that's a challenge that we have.
Mr. Aye.
So widespread.
Mr. Aye.
Yes, please.
I want to applaud you this morning for the answer you just gave me. Some of the police officers were compromised, right or wrong?
That's true.
Some of the national security operatives were compromised, right or wrong?
That is true.
Some of the military officers in this country were compromised, right or wrong?
That is true as well.
Who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces?
You see,
No, I am asking a very simple question. I don't need you see. Who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces?
I think I have said up front.
No, Chief, you are not answering my question. Who is the commander-in-chief?
But how can I go blame my, for instance, let me use an analogy, Minerals Commission. How can I blame the chief executive alone when their local officers misbehave? They ought to be disciplined. And once they get disciplined, we have dealt with that particular instance. But the problem is not solved yet. So that's my worry. That I don't just want to blame the chief executive or the Minerals Commission, but to see what is the way forward in dealing with it.
Mr. Aye,
Yes, please.
let me take you back to 2003.
Okay.
That some officers of the Minerals Commission were interdicted under your care. You were the boss of the Minerals Commission.
Yes.
Good. They were interdicted because they did otherwise of your instruction and that of the president, right or wrong?
That is true.
Fantastic. So if you send military officers, national security operatives, police officers to stop Galamsey, something which is illegal, and the security operatives were compromised, and everybody at the helm of affairs, the president, the vice president, the IGP, the CDS, everybody, including yourself and your minister, you sat aloof. Then you want to tell me today that we should all get involved?
No.
No. Then what is your yes?
I don't think we are sitting aloof. Once they recall these groups, investigations are held, and then I know that some military officers have even been dismissed. I know that for a fact. They won't release their reports to you. I know that some have been, some have been petitioned. Our ministry says that they have been sacked as well. Hoping we will intervene and so on. So I know that they have. I'm keeping this area internal. I did not announce it to the public, so I can't tell you the full fact of that. So I know actions have been taken, even within the police. And some have failed with that. In fact, some are waiting to shine and so on. So I know that disciplinary action is taking place, sometimes behind the scenes. So that's my challenge. That's what I told you up front. I know it's a complex thing. A lot is being done, but we need to bring all the relevant people. When I say everybody, it's not like all Ghana should get involved. But in our local area, I think it's best managed in the local area. Get to the point where we agree it is not good for us. Until that is done, we'll make swoops and go away, and then people go back to doing their own things again. And that's the challenge we are facing.
So, sir, let me ask you this before we move on to the multinational companies that are into mining in this country. You remember you told me that the situation is a complex one, right?
Yes, please.
Every complex situation has mitigating factors that actually make it complex.
Sure.
Okay. I am going to ask questions relating to some of these mitigating factors. Number one, are big politicians involved in Galamsey?
I don't know of anyone particular.
No, I am not saying mention anybody's name. I am not asking you to mention anybody's name.
Yes.
Are big politicians involved in Galamsey?
Actually, not just politicians.
No, Chief, we are trying to find a solution to a problem.
No.
Are politicians involved in Galamsey?
I've been told so.
But you don't know that for a fact.
Yes, I personally don't know that for a fact. But
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't know this for a fact, sir?
Well, actually, I've heard, for instance, the CEO of Minerals Commission even mention it.
Mentioned what? She mentioned what? If the minister of which you are his advisor and the commissioner of minerals mentioned it, why are you doubting?
Oh, no, I'm not doubting.
So you agree, if you are not doubting, so you agree there are, okay, so you agree there are politicians involved in Galamsey?
That is true according to what I've heard.
Okay, you heard it from who?
Oh, I heard the CEO announced it in public. Actually, not in city.
Okay, so you heard it from the CEO. Fantastic.
Yes.
Are some security operatives involved in Galamsey?
Oh, yes. I think my minister has even asked that some should be dismissed.
Okay, that's point number 3. Are some big businessmen involved in Galamsey in this country?
That certainly is what we believe, the financiers.
Okay, now you agree with me that you people are just sleeping on your job. You just told me the Minerals Commissioner CEO told you that there are politicians involved in Galamsey, meaning you know them. Number 2, you just answered to the affirmative that there are security operatives in this country involved in Galamsey. It means you know them. Number 3, you answered to what I was looking for, that there are big businessmen in this country who are involved in Galamsey, meaning you know them. Why have you not apprehended all these people? Why?
The Minerals Commission is not capable of apprehending.
Have they arrested, have they informed the police officially?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think as a follow-up to this, you probably have a chat with the CEO to give you the data, the information.
So,
and then look,
I am dealing with specifics here, sir. When I say politicians that your minister did mention, when I say about security operatives, that
the CEO of the Minerals
no, the CEO of the Minerals Commission mentioned politicians. It means that she knows them. Did she specifically identify these politicians to the security agencies to arrest them? Did she do that?
Yes.
Okay.
They
Fantastic. It's yes.
have reported.
So we are going to ask the IGP. We didn't know Dampare is sleeping on such letters. Are we going to quote you to Dampare?
Okay.
Good.
I would not be able to, because like I told you personally.
No, you said you are affirming the fact that your chief executive actually wrote with specifics to the security agencies. Right or wrong?
Actually, at public meetings, he has even announced them, apart from the reporting. So that's not secret.
And your minister also told you that there are security operatives involved in Galamsey. Right or wrong?
It has come to our attention. This has been communicated to their commanders.
So if you say you have communicated same to their commanders, then it means that there are specifics. You know the individuals involved in this.
The ones involved, certainly names will be available, I'm sure.
So you have officially written to the air service commanders.
I'm not sure what. It may not be in writing.
But Chief, we are dealing with the law.
Yes.
And mandate actually mushroom to certain state institutions to deal with a particular illegal activity in this country. And you know, your minister told you, and you know, your CEO told you, and you know, and you haven't written officially to the state institutions responsible to collaborate with you, the same collaboration you were asking for previously. You haven't done that.
Oh, no, I'm not saying we haven't.
Have you done that?
So that's why I'm saying I can't say that it's been written or was communicated otherwise.
So therefore, you are sleeping on your job.
No, that is not the case.
If you know and you can communicate same by writing, what then are you doing?
Well, I have not personally communicated.
No, it is not you.
Yeah, and how?
You are telling me your minister told you, and your chief executive told you, and you are the special advisor to the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. You have a CEO.
Yeah.
You have somebody in charge of MPA. No, sorry, EPA. And you people have not even thought of it to write officially with specifics to the security agencies.
I'm not saying there's not been any letter. I have not cited the letter myself, so I cannot confirm that it's not been written.
Chief, you don't have meetings with your minister as an advisor?
What?
You don't have meetings with your minister?
Oh, we do.
And you don't have an idea, and if you have meetings with your minister as a special advisor, you have no idea about whether or yes your minister or the ministry officially wrote.
Oh, there are things that are done. We'll talk about them. If they are management meetings, I won't go to the extent of asking, how did you communicate it? Did you write?
Okay.
No, because there are lines of communication. They may not necessarily be having written anything. But
Who is the current CEO of the Minerals Commission?
It is Mr. Martin Ayushi.
Okay, number one. Who is the board chairperson of the Minerals Commission currently?
Who is that?
Board chairperson. The board chair.
It's Honorable Barbara.
Barbara Oting. Okay. Have you heard any name of a town called Prestia in Ghana?
Prestia, yes.
You've heard Prestia before?
Yes, I've heard Prestia.
You know, you've heard Prestia Winnie Valley constituency before?
Yes, I've heard.
Who was the former MP and the current parliamentary candidate of the NPP there?
Parliamentary candidate of the...
No, who was the former MP?
I believe there's been former MPs. So
Okay.
I wouldn't know all of them.
Let me help you. Barbara Oting,
Yeah.
the board chair of the Minerals Commission, was the former MP.
Yes, she was a former.
Are you aware that right in the middle of Prestia, Galamsey is happening there, right now that I'm talking to you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Prestia is a person of peace. I don't even know how to talk about it.
I am talking about Prestia.
Probably not just one. There may be more than one places.
Okay,
Prestia where
fantastic.
there may be more than one.
Thank you, sir. That you know that it might not be only one, but a lot of sites in the Prestia Winnie Valley constituency. You have the Minerals Board chairperson as the former MP and the current parliamentary candidate, and right at her nose, this is happening.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
Oh, I think it's within the same framework, like I keep saying. At the local level, we need to do something about it. And it's bad. Actually, you need to drive through the whole of Sophia. When you see, you look at the water and you understand. So the local community needs, not the community generally, but the local authorities need to be able to say, no, this is not acceptable. And then we will stop it. If they are interested in mining at all costs, they should come forward and ask if it is possible, if the area is suitable. They will be licensed to them. I know that was there about 2 weeks ago. There was a community mining scheme which was launched in the Prestia area. I know that. So I don't, there's no reason why anybody should be doing illegal mining there. So if you are interested in mining, you will come forward. In fact, that several times community people have come forward. Even own the underground mine, the workers at the point that came forward and come and allow them to own and run the mine. The government is not averse to people mining, but then it should be done properly. And that's why I'm saying that we should not mine, period.
Okay, let me ask you this. So you are then telling us that we should have a proper consultation with the indigents, right?
Yes, the indigents, yes.
Okay. Number one, where were you in 2007? Which state institution were you working? 2017, no, 2017. 2017, where were you?
2017.
Yes.
2017, I was advisor to the minister.
2017, you were the advisor to Peter Mewu.
Yes, yes, yes.
You are sure of that?
I'm sure of that.
Fantastic. I am reading something for you.
Okay.
The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has interdicted 9 district mining officers of the Minerals Commission who were asked to proceed on indefinite leave a week ago. The 9 officers who supervise mining activities in 9 mining districts, according to the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, John Peter Amewu, were negligent as they allowed illegal mining to continue in their respective areas. You were then the advisor to the minister, right?
Yes.
Which community chief, which assembly member did you consult before these people were interdicted?
Oh, no.
No, saying
The minister didn't have to consult anybody.
thank you.
He only had to consult the Mineral Commission in this particular instance. Because if they are officers, if they are deemed to be negligent, then consultation with the minister, sorry, the commission, he can take those actions, put them on interdiction so that they can be investigated. So for me, that's the context, because the minister went to the field, and whilst in the field, he saw illegal mining activities taking place.
Okay, so the minister requires, so therefore, the minister requires no consultation, right?
To interdict officers of the commission.
Fantastic. So now if illegal mining is right now happening at the constituency of the board chairperson of the Minerals Commission,
Yes.
what should the minister do?
What did the minister do?
Yes, you are repeating the question. You heard me.
Yes. I'm not sure. Because if it's happening there, this is to force an investigation to be done. Has that investigation been done? And as far as PCI is concerned.
Okay, so let me ask you this simple question. For the sake of time, I mean, we don't have enough time to proceed.
Yes, I'll have to leave you soon.
No, don't worry.
Yes.
Is illegal mining happening now? Is it ongoing?
Oh, in a number of places, actually.
Fantastic.
I think all you need to do is to drive around and you would see that some of them by flagrant next to roads, and it's unfortunate.
A beautiful answer. And you have district officers in all these districts, right?
Most of them.
Most of them. And they continue to take salaries, right?
Yes, they are being.
And you still remain the advisor to the minister, right?
Yes.
Are you not sleeping on your job, sir?
No, we are not. I think
I'll say yes, we are not.
Try to explain that the commission's role is not really the enforcement as far as illegal mining is concerned. It's an illegality. The commission has a role to ensure that we report these to the appropriate security agency. And I know for a fact that that is being done religiously. Again, even where possible, our officers go to these people to talk to them. If where they're operating is suitable, come forward, let's regularize your operation so that you can do it properly. But there are areas where there can be no proper mining. They will only be detrimental for us, for the local community and everybody else. So those we cannot at any time regularize.
All right.
So that's where the security agencies...
Can I ask my final question? Can I ask my very final question?
Yes, please.
I hope your answer will not necessitate a follow-up question.
Okay.
Have you driven around any part of this country where you saw a Galamsey site yourself?
Yes, a few times, yes.
A few times.
Yes.
Do you remember the locations?
No, unfortunately,
Don't worry. But I mean, the few times is enough for me.
yes.
Did you inform the Minerals Commission about it?
Typically, what I'll do is instantly call the local officer and ask, what is this operation?
Okay, and you called the local officer.
Is it legal to start with? Has any license been granted there? And then, if yes, if I found anything being done on board, to tell them, I found them doing this, Why are they doing it? If on the other hand he says no, the next question that will come up is,
and in all these areas that you visited and you saw this illegal thing being perpetuated, did you call the local officers?
Oh, the local officers, yes.
And did they tell you? Did they tell you whether or yes it was illegal or it's a licensed operation?
Oh, yeah, depending on the answer. A few times they are legal, and then I ask why they are doing this or that. And then sometimes they say no. They are illegal mining operations. They are attention of the assembly and so on.
Okay.
Sometimes it's even with the minister on operation.
Fantastic. The areas that they told you they were illegal operations, what did you tell the Minerals Commission and your minister?
Oh, this is our operational thing. So then the question is, has it been reported to the appropriate security agencies? Actually, one of the things we said was, not just go and tell this mine, the whole mine, go collect money and go away. They want to hold the assembly responsible, not just the assembly, actually the DCE responsible. So report to the DCE. So we have a format for reporting to the DCE. Because in the past, you talk to them, they will tell you, I'm not aware. They will say, don't go report in the assembly. Report to the DCE. So that it's very much aware. You're here in charge of security of the community.
That's okay, sir. I want to thank you, Mr. Benjamin Aye, for your time this morning. We are so very much grateful. But have you banned Operation Vanguard?
Pardon?
Operation Vanguard?
Oh, yes. Vanguard stopped. It came along with the interim ministerial committee. So once the interim ministerial committee's operations stopped, Vanguard stopped as well.
So as we speak, there's no put together any task force to deal with illegal mining?
Well, we were using Operation Halt too.
Okay, thank you.
But then that funding of that is an issue now.
So you've not banned Operation Halt 2. That is still in operation. Just that maybe logistics is a problem.
But now it's been deferred, yes, because funding, we are reviewing the funding.
Okay, so it is not because you've banned it, but you've deferred your operations as a result of funding.
Yes, for now, funding is the issue. Once that is sorted out, it's likely to be.
So when you hear a minister of state saying that because the government is interested in mining, they've banned all task force that are in charge or were in charge of illegal mining, how would you feel?
Well, I think, starting for the president and my minister, they've said so many times that government is not against mining, but it is against improper mining.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I want to say thank you once again for your time, sir. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
That was Mr. Benjamin Aye, the former CEO of the Minerals Commission from 2001 March to 2014. He worked with J. Kufuor, Professor Mills, and John Dramani Mahama. And he is currently the advisor to the ministry and the ministers, Peter Mewu and the current one, on lands and natural resources. The question is, are we safe as people? Can we authoritatively actually raise our hands and our shoulders and say that we can fight illegal mining so we can have quality water to drink? If water is life, if indeed water is life, and our water is not life enough for us to consume, what will become of us in the next 10 years? This is the major problem we're facing in this country. The presidency, ministries, departments, agencies, security officers that we pay from the taxes we pay every month are sleeping on their jobs. And this is dangerous, and this is bad. Time for sports. I'll be back after this break. Stay tuned.